Okay, the next one says I need to create a graph that shows the number of schools for each type. Now if I look at my data, I have school type and I have basically two types, 1s and 2s. So what I'm going to want to do is make myself another table, and I'm going to hide all this junk on the end. That just says school type and N. Now this is just like how many people of each race I had, right? So I have really the same options. I can either use a column or a bar graph, or I can use a pie graph. Now in this case, 1 are large schools, we'll say. Actually, we'll call them public schools. And 2 are private schools. Now, if I want to count how many public schools I have, again, I know that my data goes from C2 to C601. School type is in the E column, so it's going to be equals COUNTIF in my range of C2 to C601, comma, quotes, or actually in this case I can just put the value of 1, and then I'm done. Actually, I have to put it in quotes. No, I don't. Oh, damn it. Okay, so if I want to find out how many public schools I have, I am going to do my count if. In this case, I know that it goes from E2 to E601 because my data goes from the second row all the way down to the 601st row. I'm in column E. I look at it, I see that it's highlighted. I put my comma, and then I can actually, because it's a number, I can just put the number in. If it was a word, I would have to put in quotes. Because it's a number, I can just leave the quotes off, click 1, and I see that I have 506 students from public schools, and in this case I know that I have 94 students from private schools, but I'm going to just make sure. So it's E2 to E601, comma, 2, because that's my private school indicator, and I have 94. Now if I want to make a table of this, I can highlight it. I can either make a column, right? I can do that, or I can do a pie chart. Gives me the same thing, and I can do the 2D, or I can do the 3D. Let's see if I have, or I can even do a donut chart. It's the same thing as a pie chart, and I guess people just like different desserts. But that's really all there is to it. You can change the title, and actually I should probably capitalize these things. And I'll say from private, well, we'll start with public and private schools. And there I have my graph.